All right, smile at the camera. All right, and we're back with another episode of the B-Boys podcast. And this is not the Mayfield Cages, my guy. We are out on location, like that's the way I say, right? With the news camera, you're out on location right now. Well, we're very proud to be in San Antonio today on this beautiful Monday. It is December 22nd. Papa, I'm going to let you introduce this young man that you got right next to you.
This is my guy right here. This is Coach Jake. He's my coach from summer ball from Sting. He's one of the best coaches that I know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Welcome, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
Give
Appreciate
you a
it.
couple of seconds. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, of course. So, Coach Jake Longoria, like they had said, I was formerly coaching with TPU, now with Texas Sting full-time, and so I'm in the select world, and I'm also the owner of Quick Play Baseball, and so this is the facility that we're actually in, and just trying to grow that a little bit and offer some opportunity for young guys in the sport to get better.
Man, I tell you, this is one of the podcasts I've been looking forward to for a while.
It's been a long time coming.
We
too.
started the very first podcast like a father-son, and then Coach sends a message. I love what y'all are doing. Get us on the podcast when you can. And I said yes initially, thinking, it'll probably never happen, man. But as we did another one, Coach was like, dude. And I was like, hey, can we really make this happen? You know, we had like the other microphones. We had like, of course, the camera. But we made it happen, man. We're out here in San Antonio. We had the official sign, the billboard waiting for us when we got here. Like you could tell, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it says, welcome to Quick Play, the B-Boys. And so we're really honored to be here. It's the first time we come out to interview. I'm really honored to be able to interview Coach because I'm a little older than you and you're doing a lot of good things in baseball. We're very fortunate to meet you in the summer playing baseball. But listen, we're here for the podcast. We're going to jump into all that. Give us a little bit about your background, Coach. A lot of people don't know who you are, especially some of the areas where our podcast is being viewed a lot. So this is the first time we get to introduce you. Where you come from, a little bit about yourself. Give us some history, Coach.
For sure. So I was born in Corpus Christi, Texas. Grew up in San Antonio, though. Played ball up here. I was at Holmes High School for 3 years. And then my senior year played at Cornerstone Christian School.
Yeah.
Played under Jason Stein, the head coach, and Louis Varial. My mentors, love those guys. Shout out to them. From there, I went on to play baseball at William Penn University, small NAIA up in Iowa. That was in 2019. 2020 rolls around. Obviously, COVID hits. Nobody knows what's going on with that. I didn't want to stick around to find out, so I shipped to the Army. Did 4 years in the Army.
Thank you for your service.
No, thank you guys. Thank you.
Man.
4 years in the Army. Got back.
You were working
Yes,
for a living then, huh?
Yeah, I was out there for a bit. Came back. I want to say the week I got back, I got hit up to start coaching select baseball, and then kind of from there, I started with Trotsky, which is now TPU under Coach Louis Varial.
What does TPU stand for?
TPU is Texas Pro United. Louis Varial is the owner of that organization. Alex Padilla runs the youth side. Shout out to those guys. Those are my mentors. Love those guys.
Yeah, definitely.
They kind of molded me as a coach. Now I've branched off. I work with Jake Robles, the assistant coach at
Shout out to Coach Jake.
Jake Robles, yep.
Shout out to Coach Jake, man. Always sending me messages. Hey, y'all coming back? Y'all coming back?
Yeah, we miss him. We miss him, man.
Yeah.
Gotta get you back in the summertime. So.
It's been a while since you had a good water boy, huh?
Mama said that.
So now I'm at Texas Sting full time. I'm running the youth side of things there. Jake Robles does the high school, gets those guys ready for college. And yeah.
What's youth? What age group is youth?
So right now, obviously the start of it, we only have an 11U now.
Yeah.
We're going to see how this season goes. We're going to compete and be a competitive team. And then from there, whoever we can bring on and grow, that's kind of the plan. And we have coaches that are ready to go all in for these young guys and get them prepared to play some baseball. So
I've seen you guys advertising a little bit on Facebook with the tryouts and stuff, and we've tried to share every tryout flag and image that you guys
we
have
appreciate
had.
that. Yeah, thank you.
A couple things you mentioned was one, Corpus Christi, huge baseball community out
They
there.
are. Well, they're growing even more
What is the
now.
name of the town? Sinton.
Sinton, outside of
Yeah,
of
right.
Corpus, yep.
We have a really close friend that played in Sinton.
Okay.
And he's all about baseball. Every time he comes down, he's an engineer now many years later, and he's always giving Papa words. He's like, we got to keep working. And he's always saying stuff. So Corpus is huge, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's cool.
Your family, athletes in your family, you
Honestly, no. I think I'm the first one. I don't have.
Who's your mom and dad do?
My mom works for insurance company here. She works remote, and my dad works for the Via Bus. He was a cop for a number of years and just decided to switch his career halfway through and drives Via buses down
They're
here.
here now in San Antonio.
They're here in San Antonio.
Awesome. That's
Yeah,
cool.
my whole family, majority resides.
They were at some games.
Couple
this
games,
summer.
yeah.
I could have sworn that. I was like, man, that lady looks a lot.
They support me a lot in my coaching career, and they kind of see the passion that I put in. It's just as if I was playing. They tell me that all the time.
So give us the name of the facility again.
Okay, so we're currently here at Quick Play.
Quick Play socials.
We have Quick Play FC. That's kind of our soccer side. We do a lot here. We have flag football, men's flag football. We have men's soccer league. We do youth camps. And then Quick Play _baseball is kind of what we're in right now. It's the gym side. I'm sure that you'll show a video of kind of what we have. And we have 2 turf soccer fields right now that we use for our infield camps. We're growing to be at max capacity 5. We have 3 batting cages, working on getting the bullpen, working on getting a second half of the gym, which will have...
I think it's only fair to say that this is like a ranch out here, man.
It's pretty big.
Big area. We've got, as we look to our left, we're looking at like fields. We're looking at turf. We're looking at one-on-one facility to be able to work with pitchers and batting stalls. And then we have the soccer stuff behind us. So this is really, really big. And it's important to understand because, we're out of a small town and we have our resources that we use there. And sometimes people either move out and they come to San Antonio. There's options available. And I think that what's more important for me when considering stuff for my son, because we came on to Sting because one of my buddies was like, hey, you got to do Sting. And his name was Raul Sanchez. So shout out to Raul Sanchez and Sanchez. Yeah. He was like, man, you got to give Texas Sting a chance. And of course, he said Jake Robles, right? And so I was like, okay, well, we went to the tryout last summer in University of Cardinal Ward. And so kind of tying it into what I'm trying to say is you guys are very personable. And I'm not knocking anybody who isn't, we've worked with a bunch of great coaches, but I'm going to be honest. I'm going to say this. I'm going to be honest with you guys. We were in the middle of a game one time and the referee, we were live streaming the game and the referee comes over. He says, man, you guys got a really good coach. He says a lot of people, they come and they talk the talk, but very rarely do they walk the walk. And I was taken back by that because, umpires, they're always like real neutral. They're, tough. And sometimes you walk away from the game being upset with people, right? But he had nothing but great things to say about you. And then after the games, parents were away. You were mentoring the kids. And I never saw Papo leave games the way he left your games. And it was motivated, and he was motivated. He wanted to come back the next weekend. I think we played Babe Ruth All-Stars, and we were on our way back from Louisiana. We had already told you we weren't going to be there. And then he's like, can we stop and play? And I'm like, dude, if Coach will have us, and we send you a message. And he's like, yeah, man, absolutely. And I'm not saying that he started for you or that he played the whole game, but he just wanted to be involved. And you have that. It's infectious. You have that infection where people are like, man, they want to be around you. And, what's the culture like for you guys?
Yeah, so, being honest, I think it's hit or miss. I think there are great athletes out here, right? Amazing talent and organizations that know how to take care of those guys and train these guys and develop these guys. Yeah. And then I think there's some organizations that, they're just not in it for the right reasons. Like they just want to win ball games, win tournaments, get rings and banners. And it's like, cool, but what did you do to get this guy ready to go play at the next level?
Man, I can't believe you just said that because the reason why is because I think it takes me back to a moment in time in the summer when we had a game with you, and oh, Four Eyes over here was stinking it up when he was pitching, and I remember you yelling, and you're like, "Throw strikes! I want them to hit the ball," and that is like, it still resonates with me. I still go back and I yell what you said to him. I yell it back to him. Yeah. It's throw strikes. I want them to hit the ball. And then, you know, another pitcher would come in and you'd say the same thing. And it was about the development. Yeah. It was about let the defense work.
Yeah, we want to play baseball, right? We want them to hit the baseball and let our defense play defense. Yeah. And we don't want to sit here and I think what happens a lot of time is pitchers try to out-pitch hitters, and sometimes it doesn't work like that way. Yeah. Throw it down the middle, let them hit it, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, and that was the first time I ever heard that, because before that, the associations we were with was like, you know, your slider, your curve, your whatever, you know, it's more of the pitcher-catcher exchange, and let's try to get this guy out. And when I heard you saying that, I was like, what's the truth? It's the truth. And then, you know, he started developing more with pitching and just trying to get the strike zone and trying to hit. But, you know, it goes back to the coach having the want to improve, right? The want to improve the team, the want to improve what's happening, at least within what you can control, right? Which is your team. And so, you know, we didn't have a lot of practices in the summers, but those games we learned so much from. And I say we because those were conversations that we were having back and forth, and he was telling me, and I'm like, man, I didn't think about this, or I didn't, you know. I'll let you, you know, I want to speak for you. You can say your experiences that you had with that.
I learned a lot from you, to be honest. Yeah, I learned a lot. Even after summer ball, and I'd mess up, I always think of you like what you told me, and like you getting after me, and sometimes it even helped me. Yeah. It helped me get over some of the slumps that I had after summer and after Sting.
I think what it is one, it starts with our staff, right? Shout out to them. We have ex-pro pitcher with the St. Louis Cardinals, Juan Peralta. Shout out to him.
Oh, yeah.
We have 2 ex-collegiate baseball players that are on staff with us. Yeah. We just brought on a new coach, another great baseball mindset, Ryan Kalka. Shout out to him. And I think the staff is just all on board, and we're saying, hey, this is how committed we are. Mm-hmm. This is what we want to offer. Are we all on the same page? Yes. Great. Yeah. Let's go get after it. What happens is these kids see that, and they start to feel that fire, and they're like, we want to go to practice. We want to show up. We want to go get better. We want to work out. And now we're just creating an environment that's like, hey, this is bigger than, right, just like baseball. No, we're trying to make these guys great, right? All around athletes. And so get them ready to go play at the next level. So if I'm coaching youth, right, or an 8th grader, next level for him is not pro ball. Next level for him is not even college. Next level for him is, how do I get him ready to get on his high school baseball team? Yeah. To go to tryouts with confidence, right? Saying, hey, I'm going to come in here and I know that I have good training and I'm going to make this team. Right. And from there, varsity, and from varsity to college. And so,
well, and the thing is that, to be honest with you, Coach, baseball is a game of failures.
Oh,
so to be able to have that confidence, man, that's what you want in a coach. I mean, the talent is going to come, and he and I have these conversations all the time. You know, I don't know if you knew this, but he got to play with 16U this last season.
I think I heard in one of y'all's podcasts.
He's 14, and he didn't get very much playing time. And there's some big boys, and we played here in San Antonio. But we always talked hard work, dedication, hard work, dedication, hard work, dedication, right? And so there were times where he'd be bummed out on the trip back, and we were, you know, and I'm like, hey, man, we could have put you're 14, we could have played you with 9U. You could have had all the championships that you wanted, you know, but
what would you have got out of that?
What would you have got out of it, right? And now you saw faster balls, you saw the game playing faster. So the fact that mentality, that mission statement is being carried out here at Quick Play is phenomenal, man.
I'll be honest, after, I think we had like an off week for Angels, and I got called to play with BTA in Uvalde, right? Yeah. I played 14U, and I took an at bat. First at bat, I got hit, of course, it's 14U, but the ball came so much slower. And it was so much easier to hit the ball compared to 16U. Yes. Like, I was so much more comfortable. I played infield. I was first in the batter's lineup. I felt so comfortable, like playing in my age group compared to 16U. Like, it was a lot easier compared to 16U.
Yeah, it's just, if we're not challenging ourselves, is what I tell them, is if we're not challenging ourselves, you're not working, right?
100%.
And so, you know, Coach, I want to give you an opportunity one more time to just kind of, if someone's watching right now and they're on YouTube and they're scrolling through and they are wanting to be a part of the program here. We have spring sessions here, fall sessions. How does it work? Explain to us.
I'm year round. This is my everyday job. If you want to come get better in this sport, if you want to just continue to train and get ready for the next level, we're here for you. So,
how does a coach define success? How does that work for you?
That's a great question, by the way. That one's deep.
The thing is, it's hard for every coach, man, because you've got the individual, success with the individual, you got success with the organization, your business, you have success with your team, you have success with your organization, Texas Sting. How do you define that?
My honest answer, without having time to think about it, of course, would be, and oh man, the baseball connoisseurs are going to hate this, but baseball doesn't last forever.
Right.
Eventually, you got to hang up the cleats, hang up the jerseys. Yeah, and although that sucks, that's life. Mm-hmm. And it crushed me when my playing days were over. Luckily, I'm in a spot that I can now help more people play the sport longer, right? And that's kind of my goal. So to answer your question, I think success is more defined off of in the time that these kids were under my
Oh, yeah, good, man.
Truck right there. In the time that these kids were under my training, how much did I help develop them as a person?
There we go.
How much did I help them gain confidence in going about life? Saying yes, sir, every time we meet people, making eye contact, shaking hands. It's more about developing a young man and getting them ready to go into this world, right? Like, eventually we still got to go to college and then get a job and get married and live a life. And so it's kind of just preparing them for that. And I like to explain to people, like, if I'm the tough coach in your life, great. Yeah. Like, it might suck, but now you're going to be prepared when you have a tough boss.
I think people forget this. Like, baseball is still fun.
Yeah, man.
Right? Like, we do – sometimes you mentioned, like, we turn it into a business or we turn it into a job, and baseball's still fun. Yeah. Like, you get to train baseball every day. Like, I wish I could be in your shoes again, training just to make my high school team and training to try to get to the next level playing. Like, I love baseball so much. Yeah. And I think with these leagues like that, like, baseball's still fun. Yeah. People need to still have a place to go out there. And that kind of goes back to where, like, who's running all of that, right? Like, we need guys that are still passionate about this sport to kind of keep stuff like that going. So I agree with you, man. I still love the little league mindset and I think it's fun. Baseball still needs to be fun, and let it be fun.
Most MLB players, they all went through those channels.
100%. Yeah.
And so that's cool to see that there's still coaches that support that. This last season, I saw something that was really, really cool, and the parents, we got to see it. The Papo and the boys were playing, but there was a young lady, and I wish I could have interviewed her. She was pitching for the 16U.
Nice.
16U. I don't know if she was 16. She may have been 15 or something, but I thought that was so cool. How do you promote the diversity? How do you, the inclusiveness of baseball?
I love it. I think from a business mindset, okay, I think reasons that business fails sometimes is that somebody a long time ago said, hey, this is the standard and this is how it's going to always be and it's a one-way street.
Yeah.
And I think that's not how the world works anymore. Like, everything evolves and you have to adapt and everything is changing. And so we need to promote change. Like, let it, honestly, I just think grow with it. Right. And so I support it. I think it's really cool to see. Right.
Yeah, man.
And give props to her. I don't know if you know her name.
No, I didn't. I saw her from afar and I didn't want to be this old weird guy that approached her and was can I interview you? Like, we were like, man, it was such a competitive league. And, man, that team would win some. We didn't get to play against them, but they won a lot of games. And I was like, wow. And I saw her pitch, so that's why we knew she was pitching. And one of the parents was like, does that little boy have long hair? And it was like, no, that's a girl pitching. We're like, oh.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I see them a lot more, too. My select teams will be playing them, and girls will be playing. Good for them. I think, especially if they ever do go play softball, like if they do both sports, it's only helping them. Yeah. Like, it's only getting their athleticism up. So,
well, Coach, it's one of those deals that you and I could go around for hours and hours about the stuff that we love, the subjects that we love.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
I want to thank you for taking time to sit down with us. If you could leave the players with something, now's the time you can do it.
Man, what to say on that one? Right, I could sit here all day and sit here. Hey, just stay competitive, okay? Don't get comfortable. When you think you're the best hitter, the best pitcher, there's still more you can work on. Keep grinding, okay? Find a place to work out. And I say this because this isn't good just for baseball, right? Any sport that you're in, this is going to help. And if you're not in sports, it's just good to be athletic. It's good to be in shape. It's good to be healthy, and it helps the mind. The second thing, and I meant to kind of bring it up, mentally, you have to exercise that just as much as you work out physically. Okay, if we're not taking the time to work on our mental, especially in the sport of baseball, then we're not doing ourselves justice. So we need to practice that, and we need to continue to work on that as well. I think that's it, man. Just baseball's still fun.
Baseball's still fun.
Yep. Have fun with it.
I think that the most important thing for us is on the player dad side is don't burn your bridges.
Oh, 100%.
When I saw you right now earlier today, we hugged each other. It's been a minute since we've seen each other. Yeah. It was fun to see you. And I tell you what, we probably didn't feel that way during the season. There were probably times where we were like, man, what's coach doing? Like, why is
I get it.
But it's part of the process. And every coach that he's had, we've tried to do that, have that same mentality, because I'm the last one to get involved when there's a coach-athlete exchange going on. I'm not going to be that guy that's going to go and be like, well, the thing is that I'm not that guy, right? Oh, yeah. And so I've learned that every team that he's played with, we have that opportunity to go back. Obviously, some of them we can't because he grew out of the age, but, we run into them everywhere. Yeah. And we're like, hey, coach, what's up, man? It's good to see you. Because at the end of the day, it's all about what you're saying. We're a community, right? And on top of us being a community, we're raising men. We're raising individuals and young people to be productive members of society. And so I'm really impressed by some of the comments you made during the interview, because baseball culture is bigger than what it used to be.
Yeah.
And
only growing more.
And only growing more. And just because it's growing more, it doesn't necessarily mean that you always get the good, right? And sometimes, players and parents, we all want our kids to go to a D1. We all want our kids to get drafted, and we all want that, right? But baseball's not forever, and people are. And so we want to build those relationships. So, Papa, was there anything you want to leave for your coach?
Not really. Everything. I think what you just said over there is like just simplified everything. I didn't really know.
Yeah, and also just for the people that are out there listening, thank you guys.
Yeah.
Not only for coming over here and kind of putting Quick Play on the map a little bit with y'all's podcast, but for being a great baseball family.
Yeah.
Okay, what I mean by that is not only you being so dedicated and putting everything that you have into your son, but also you being able to say, hey, coach, I want to learn more and I want to do more. And for any coach that is able to pick him up in the future, oh my goodness.
You got a good bat boy right here.
No. This is a guy you want on your squad. This is somebody that has heart. This is somebody that works really hard. And I think the biggest thing is his attitude's great. He's got open eyes, open ears, open mind, and he's willing to get better. And that's all I need when I look for a player. If I have somebody that has determination and wants to get better, I'll make him better. But he's got to want it. And so shout out to you guys. I really appreciate y'all.
Well, with that, share,
and subscribe.
The Beat Boys Podcast, another episode from San Antonio.
Thank you, guys.
See y'all later. Thank you.